the CJN. Mr. President, I have just a question for the ABC. Permit me before I bring the question forth. Because for me, what we are doing is an assessment of performance. It is not necessarily a proper, because the CJN has occupied the seat and has done for me very, very well for the past period they are doing it. Even though it was an acting position. He has stabilized the judiciary system. He has put the courts together, especially what we used to observe in those days when there are different cases that are in two different courts of the same case brought by the same person, giving different judgment. I think those ones have been streamlined properly. And I felt that also during the turbulence of all these political crises, they have done so well for us. We've gone through the CVs, nothing bars you from becoming the citizen of this country. So I would ask my question is on the prisons. I happen to be chairman Senate Committee on Interior, and I found out these few things in 2015. At that time, we had 67 prison inmates in Nigerian prisons, out of which we were told only 20,000 have actually been giving judgment, either we are condemned or given different terms of imprisonment. And then 47,000 persons were awaiting on trials. Some of them have been in prison for over 13 years. So my question, Mr. CJN, is this. Why do those who have the power to execute condemned prisoners, we told the power given to them by the Constitution, and allow them still to remain in the prisons? What can we do about it? That is the first one. The second question is it not an injustice to keep somebody on awaiting trial for years, whose offense, maybe if it had been properly adjudicated, may fetch him a year or maybe just 2 years imprisonment, and the person now has spent over 10 years or so in prison? Will it be out of place, sir? Third question, to set up an ad hoc courts that can carry out speedy trials on people who have been just on waiting trial for this long period. And finally, if you give somebody on a waiting trial, for 5-10 years, and then he's giving a judgment, he has already been in the prison for 5-10 years, for instance, and then he's giving a judgment for 2 years against him to be in prison. What do you do about the years he has already served? And then, if he is free by the judgment, by the findings of the court, can there be no way of compensating him for spending like 10 years or more in prison without being found guilty? Thank you very much. I'm to learn. That's why these questions.
By Honorable Distinguished Sekibo, he is talking about what we can do in order to see to those who are in the awaiting trials. My distinguished Senator, sir, our own is only to interpret and apply the law. Sir, there are situations where offenses committed by a suspect are primarily not bailable. There's no way a judge or a magistrate can admit the accused person to bail. So the only place for such an accused person is custody. And there is no any other place you can put him to custody but the prison. Now, we try to see that as much as possible. An offense which is bailable, we try to see that we urge even the lower courts to admit them to bail. But the problem is, what is happening is, you find an accused person who is admitted to bail running away. He doesn't want to come back for trial. And he is putting the person who takes his bail into trouble. But we don't want to really punish somebody just because of the offense committed by another person, to put him to prison. No, I don't know of anybody who did it. but certainly I know, sir, from experience, from the time I was a magistrate, when I was really dealing with this kind of bails and others, I know it normally happened. And sometimes I just had to shake my head, because I wouldn't want somebody who takes bail to go in place of the accused person who has run away. And I wouldn't want him to forfeit his money. Especially if it is a criminal matter, we don't ask anybody to pay any money. But the thing is that since you have agreed to come and bail this man, you have agreed, therefore, whether explicitly or impolitely, that you are rendering yourself into the position, into the status of that person who has run away. Therefore, I have the option to send you to prison. But you wouldn't want it. And as a human being also, I must have that feeling. You are coming just to answer. I send you to prison. Your family will not see you again, because they will not allow you to go anywhere. Some of them will say, I will want to go and change my dress. No way. You go straight to the prison. So we wouldn't want that kind of thing. Now, all this boils, all this boils to one thing, sirs. It is the legislature that will take a holistic look at really our laws. How do we improve our laws? As much as we would want it, there is nothing we can do. The only thing we do is fair comment in our judgments. When we make those kind of fair comments, and if there's somebody who is following, maybe he will extract those fair comments, maybe bring it to you, have a look at it, and then if you decide, you make it to be a law. But we don't have the power to make a law. So, this is the position, and this is the problem, sir. Those awaiting trials, it is not on our wish that we are sending them. If it is bailable, we announce it to the whole world that the accused person is hereby admitted into bail of 200,000 naira and a surety in the like sum. Get somebody to come and bail you. He must be in the possession of those 200,000 naira. In the event he runs away, we will ask you to pay, because we wouldn't want to send you to prison. If you fail to settle, then perhaps there's no alternative. It is the law that makes the provision for you. So, if you like, as legislators, you can alter the position of the law and make it to be better. In other countries, they don't do this kind of things. But we have to take at our own position as Nigerians and in Nigeria. So I think it is left to the legislature to legislate. Our own is to interpret and apply the law. We don't even enforce the law. So I think I'll limit it here, sir.
Please, senators, come back to your seats. Please, senators, come back to your seats.